Hey guys, welcome to another video here on the FIFA 21 Career Mode Early Access version, brought to you by the EA Sports Game Changers program as per all of this early content. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying these videos and let me know in the comment section what else you might like to see once the game fully launches. Of course, as ever, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with a notification bell ticked so you don't miss any more content from this early access version or, of course, the full version when it arrives. So we're concentrating in this one on player position training. There'll be another video specifically on training. There'll be another video specifically on development plans as a whole. This one in particular, we're looking at just the player position training, which is a new feature this year for career mode. And in this particular video, we're going to be concentrating on one of the more obvious potential position changes you might consider. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, obviously, as things stand, he is a right back, as you can see here. Do bear in mind, all of the ratings are last year's ratings and not reflective of what the ratings will be in the upcoming game. As I record this, it's the morning of the day when they're going to announce, EA announce, the, we presume, top 100 ratings. So keep your eye out for a video on that. In fact, it'll probably already be out by the time you see this. So, Trent, currently down as a right back as things stand, but his current stats do suit playing either further up on the right hand side as a wing back, as a midfielder, a right winger all the way up top, or perhaps drifting him into the centre of midfield. Now, ordinarily, if you wanted to do that, you'd be playing him out of position, even though in career mode you can play anyone wherever you like. But if the position isn't in their preferred position list, it will affect their overall growth. And previously, you could play Trent in midfield, but it would stunt his overall stat growth. This year, though, via the development plan, and we'll go into more of the development plans in the other video that may or may not, it either will be out earlier today or on its way later today. You do go into the development plan via the squad hub, and I'll go through all of the various different growth options in that development plan video. But for this one, we're concentrating on position. Now you can see what stats the game says that he needs to improve in, or the stats that he will improve in whilst he's training to become in this case, a right wing back. And at the top, you can see how long it's going to take for that position change to be in effect. Now, it doesn't replace his right back position. It will become his preferred main position, but the position that's being replaced will also be there as one of the other positions that he's listed that he can play in. So I'll actually show you two here. So you can see 2 weeks to train as a right wing back. Unsurprisingly, not going to take that long. From a right back, to change him to a CDM, it would take 19 weeks. So, for the sake of this video, I'm going to change him to a right wing back. Now, do bear in mind, and we'll look at this, changing him to a right wing back here, selecting it by pressing X, and quite simply, that's all you have to do. The general game growth will just do it itself in all of the training different modules that you do. We'll advance 2 weeks, and I'll show you the process of actually putting him into that new position, because it doesn't just automatically add it. And then I'll show you the alterations made to the time that it takes to change him to a third position, because you can add a third position if you would like to. At present, Trent is a right back. We are here training him into a right wing back, and I could also, and will also in the course of this video, change him to a CDM as well, and he'll have all three as available preferred positions. Now, you will get an email once his training is complete and he's available to play in that position. Hi, manager. I'm just set to a default name. If you have your own name, it will say Hi Wood or Mr. Wood or whatever if I put my own name in. I'm writing to let you know that we're pleased with Trent Alexander-Arnold's continuing development. We think he's probably ready now to switch positions and be tried as a right wing back, as we discussed. His technical and fitness profiles have improved enough that he can be made available as a right wing back, even if that's not his preferred position. Obviously, we'll only work with him in the new position during sessions and games if you're interested in using him there as an option. So, go to the squad hub via that email. You can see it still just says right back. So you do actually have to go into the development plan, and then at the top, where it previously said how long it would take to update, you can get the option to press triangle, or Y on Xbox, of course, to change position. He is now a right wing back. But if we go back to the squad hub, you can see that the right back position is still there in his preferred position. So you can now play him at right wing back, and he'll have the same potential growth trajectory as he would do at right back. Whereas previously, if you played him a right wing back, that potential growth curve would have been lower as it wasn't one of his preferred positions. Now previously, if you remember, when he was down as a right back, the growth time to a CDM was 19 weeks. That's grown to 38 weeks now that he's a right wing back. But you can, to avoid the extra time, go back to a right back and then go to a right ascend CDM from there if that makes it slightly quicker. So for now, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to completely set him as a CDM, and 38 weeks is what that will take, which is pretty much a full season. But changing from a right back or right wing back to a CDM role is something that would take a lot of retraining. So I shall go and advance 38 weeks now, and I'll see you in a moment. Here we are, 38 weeks later. We've just drawn 1-1 with Chelsea, apparently, out of the Champions League, unfortunately, after losing to Real Madrid. They're second in the Premier League. This is after simming. Spurs are at the top, just simmed away through the whole season, and West Ham are fifth. Scenes you never thought you'd see in the 2020-2021 season. So, to the squad hub, and still defaulting as a right wing back, Trent. Now, I did this experiment once before where I changed him back from a right wing back to a right back to then add the CDM role, and he grew to an 86. So, because he's down as a primary right wing back, but playing at right back, even though it's one of his preferred roles, it's not his main preferred role, his growth has been worse. So do bear that in mind. But again, going into the development plan, and of course, the right amount of time has passed. Again, hit triangle, and he is now a central defensive midfielder. So you go back and you can see that the right wing back and the right back are still kept there as his preferred positions, and he is now, by default, a CDM. So that's how position training works. It's very simple to do. There's not really too much you need, like too many intricacies that you need to do to get it done, other than just making the decision, where do I want to play him? How long am I willing to wait for him to become available in that position? Etc, etc. And it's just a case of saying, I want him to play there, waiting the time, confirming it, he is now in that position. It's that simple, and you will absolutely be able to have a more unique career mode experience because of it. Because some people will move a player, some people won't move a player. You might completely change around the way that you want to play with your system, but still want to keep certain individuals in the 11, even if they don't currently suit that system. Perfect way to do it. Change his position, bang. You can play the system you want, with the players you want, and theoretically, hopefully, for your sakes, get the results that you want as well. That's how player positioning works in FIFA 21 Career Mode. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Like I said, we're going to be covering development plans as a whole. Going to be covering player training as well. Got one for the interactive match sim. And I've got a couple of budget videos as well as, of course, a Chelsea Career Mode mini-series, which will be on the way very shortly too. But for now, for this one, thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.